Hoi hoi, this is Mega Nikoi. And I'm back in Mondstadt. Hey, let's switch to the game instead of OBS. Let's talk about Yoimiya. And this is going to be a kind of fresh hot take. What do I think of Yoimiya? I think that while she is a really good character, she's a bit narrow, a bit too narrow for my tastes. But, well, the problem isn't that she's here. The problem is she's here right now and I want to save. I did pull on her banner, did a 10 pull, just for for fun. Didn't get her. I thought I don't know, did I get Toma or someone else? I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Thing is that, yeah, do I want Yoimiya? I wouldn't mind getting her. So what makes her quite good? Well, she can dish out a lot of damage to one singular target, which makes her a bit of an elite and boss killer. Well, let's see. I can try to do this here somehow, the test run. The frolicking flames. Let's try her. Let's try E. And as you can see, she does a lot of damage. Especially the last shot is her most important shot, I would guess. Because if you can see, that 18k, the big numbers that you see is because she is it's her last shot. Let's see. Alright, and now if she's not interrupted, she can dish out a lot of damage. I mean, look at that last shot. Even if you just attack with her without having her skill on, she still does a lot of damage, and I'll show you why that is. Still don't know why. Normal attack, blah blah blah. Yeah, that doesn't really do much. Blazing armor damage, so that makes, I guess, pyro damage. Okay. Skill attributes. So she does a lot of kindling, arrow damage, plunge, aimed shot. The 5 hit damage, especially is the last one, does a lot of damage. So first you get 2 times about half her attack, then her full attacks, and 1.4 her full attacks, and 3/4 of her full attack times twice, and then 1.7 nearly. So that's a lot of damage. Thing is, if she's interrupted, she won't do that. That's what a lot of other Genshin YouTubers, the big ones, have already also told you. But you now see it in practice, and yeah, that sucks if she is being well. Let's see. If I go away. Why doesn't she do more damage now? I don't understand. Well, there's a lot of damage that she does. You can see, even with these multiple units coming. But if she just keeps on running away, she just can. Oh, at times you can do a bit more. But if she keeps on running away in order to dodge, well, she doesn't work effectively. So you do need a shielder for her in order for her to really, yeah, perform well. Novel works a bit, but it's not the best shielder for her. Let's heal everything back. Yeah. But as you can see, her damage is kinda low because let's see, attributes, attack, blah. So that's a crit rate that's actually kinda cringe. Energy recharge doesn't really matter for her because she really relies on her skill to do her maximum amount of damage. Pyro damage bonus is actually, well, pretty decent. We fire Thundering Pulse, increases the attack by 20%, blah blah blah. Oh. Well, her best installed weapon, Thundering Pulse, does help her with her normal attacks, because what her Niwabi Fire Dance does is it just makes her normal attacks become pyro-infused normal attacks with more damage. That's it. Which is actually good. And Shimenawa's Reminiscence is not that bad actually, but it's not totally the best in slot either. I think 2-piece or 4-piece Crimson Witcher Flame, or a combination between Shimenawa's Reminiscence and Crimson Witcher Flame, or whatever works best for her. This is doable, this set, but yeah, I think it's not totally the best. But opinions on that actually differ. It depends on your actual build. I see here that it is like this. Well, Constellation 0. Well, talent levels 888, so yeah, it isn't such a correct builds that you would want to see, because I've seen people just do about 10 to 20, maybe 30k per shot. That's a lot of damage. Yoimiya can take down the Ruin Serpent quite easily, and also Magokenki, and the Perpetual Mechanical Array, and the Cryo Cube is also kind of nice to just destroy with Yoimiya. Yeah. So you would want to pair her with Shinshu in order for those normal attacks to go through and deal some Vaporize. Another good partner for her is Yalan with her burst. Whom else? Let's take a look. I'll just get out of here. Another one who's really great for Yoimiya is Zhongli. He is well, if you build him correctly, he has an unbreakable shield, and you only use him in order to re-shield. And he isn't really in the way. He doesn't do too much. He doesn't give too much problems for her. So yeah, let's see. Character archive. So Yalan is kinda good. Now what Kamisato Ayato. Yoimiya, yeah, not really. Doma is a reasonable shielder if I'm not mistaken. I think Yunjin is also really good in the sense that she can buff Yoimiya quite well. In some cases even better than Bennett. Bennett also works for her, but well, it's a bit of a problem for her if she gets out of his field, because then the damage drops quite dramatically. Noelle is doable, but not the best. I think Beidou could be a reasonable choice for Overload. But then, yeah, against bosses it's really good. Shinshu's quite good. I think Fischl is reasonable, but not the best. Yeah. Diona does shield, but not that well. I don't know about Shinyan, but she might be kind of reasonable to use. Oh, Yanfei in her tank Fei form should be able to do some stuff for Yoimiya. Well, maybe Kokomi is a bit quite reasonable to use. But yeah, Yunjin is quite good, and for the rest I don't really know. Maybe Kuki Shinobu, but for the rest they are not really characters that work that well with Yoimiya. She doesn't need that many characters, luckily. Yeah. So, when should you not pull for Yoimiya? Well, number one, you cannot protect her from being staggered. If you're fighting bosses and elite enemies, yeah, you do not want to get staggered. You want to keep that damage output as high as possible, just continuing to use auto attack while you have her skill active. What happens when her skill runs out doesn't matter. That's where you can refuel your other characters that, well, your support characters for her. Well, one possible team could be Yunjin, Zhongli. Well, I don't know. Maybe some other Pyro character. Maybe Bennett. Oh, Shinshu would be a visibly nice choice. And then, of course, Yoimiya herself as well. Should be a doable team. Is it the best team? I don't know. I haven't played Yoimiya. Currently, I'm saving for other characters. Yeah, that's a team what I would play. But yeah, if you don't have anything that protects Yoimiya, well, yeah, actually, well enough even. Toma should be doable. Yanfei, Jinyan. And especially Zhongli himself is the best. Diona could work, but yeah, I don't know. Her shield is a bit little. I would advise against that. And you want some characters that will help her improve her DPS output. Someone like Shinshu, Yelan, of course. Yunjin is a good one to use. Bennett is a universally good buffer for her as well. Beidou could work, but I'm not totally sure. I don't know whether people use Beidou or not. But she does shield to some extent. Yeah, so if you don't have enough shielding and some reaction multipliers and some other buffer, you might not want to pull for Yoimiya and invest in her. But of course, in 3.0, when Sumeru comes out, well, Mr. Zhongli is coming back, so you might want to get Yoimiya now and Zhongli then, and have yourself some fun team incorporating both. Oh, a little bit tired, but that's up to you. But as for practical use outside of the abyss, for instance, or when you're not fighting against bosses, I think, if she's built well, she will not perform to the extent of other DPSs or other teams. But she and her team will perform still, well, reasonably good. Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. So that's what I have to say about Yoimiya. She is good, but a bit niche, a bit narrow in her utility and versatility. If you really like her and you want to go her, go right ahead. She is a kind of meta-ish character. Not in the sense that she's universally applicable to any and every situation like this boy here with so many teams, or Bennett, Xiangling, Venti. But she does have a niche, her corner of the meta where she does shine. And just like with other characters that have similar niches like Eula. Well, is there another character that's really so usable against bosses and big elites? I don't think so. Not yet. So, yeah, I would say if you really like her, go for her. If you just like her and you want to have her for your own collection, or you want to have a bit of a diverse team and you have the means to build her. And I don't mean in the sense that you gather the resources, because that's already a prerequisite for anyone you want to pull for. No, I mean the prerequisites for having a successful team. If you have those, just pull ahead. If you don't have those, well, it depends on what you do or not have. But you might not want to pull for her. Yeah, that's it. I will skip her again, because I'm going to pull for other characters. That was that. I hope I have informed you well enough. So, if you do or do not pull for Yoimiya and you do regret it afterwards and you've watched this video, yeah, don't blame me. Blame your own choices. But if you do, if you are happy, don't thank me, thank yourself, because it was your own choice. And you have a nice time, and see you later. Bye.